Hey, welcome to the Between the Shores, Along the Shores podcast for SCC at Summerside Community Church. And we're a pleasure to have Henk is going to be sharing a little bit from his message on Sunday. And just again, to just remind you, Between the Shores is our place where we kind of recap and add some more information of what we talked about on Sunday and be able to add a few more things to it. So Henk, great to have you here. And this was your second in your series preparing for the trauma conference coming up. So,
Yeah, we're excited to host the conference again this fall with Dr. Mike Hutchings. And the theme is to unlock trauma and using kingdom keys.
Yeah.
And so we've been focused on those kingdom keys, which are based on Matthew 16, where Jesus takes his disciples on a field trip to the grotto of Pan, which was a site of pagan worship. And that's where Peter made his confession, and where then Jesus says to Peter, "You are Peter. I'm going to change your name from Simon to Peter, which is rock, and on this I will build my church." And the gates of Hades, and they're right at the point where literally they believed that this grotto, this cave, was a gate to Sheol or Hades, or so that was a very dramatic scene in The Chosen that I referenced, and I actually looked at it after I spoke yesterday to just confirm that yes, that's, of course, the scene is not filmed
in there
in Israel, but it was
they tried to recreate
it.
Yep. No, that's actually, it's a great, and that's the thing with the visuals. A number of people after church had said to me, just the visuals with you using the strong box, and just that all adds. And that's one of the things that Jesus often did, was taught using what we commonly understood in especially his audience.
All the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting that it seems so obvious. But yet, that's the thing about parables. If you're really not seeking him, you might even get distracted by how obvious it is and miss the point of really what God's trying to say.
Well, the disciples had some trouble in interpreting his visual signs, but I think Janet and I were pretty clear on what we were trying to demonstrate.
Yep.
With the 4 locks, and the 4 keys, which what I've been digging deep into is the whole move from Genesis right to the end, where, of course, Adam and Eve lost they lost their physical health. Yeah. They lost their spiritual health. They lost their relational health.
Yep.
And life became stressful.
Oh.
So those are 4 things they lost. And then Jesus, you can actually find where specifically he, in the Gospels, restores those 4 things.
Yeah, with the Isaiah 61.
And that's his introduction. But in his demonstrated life, he raised the dead.
Yep.
He healed the sick.
Yep.
He brought back a sense of mental health in some of those dramatic healings.
Yep.
And he broke down the patriarchy and really honored women.
Yeah.
And restored Adam and Eve in that original state of perfection.
Yep.
He demonstrated by talking to the woman at the well, and broke down those barriers, which was for his in that culture.
Yep.
That was not the norm.
No. Yeah. The Israelis were much better, but still not great.
So
better's not the
then
answer.
When he gives the keys, we use those 4 same keys.
Yep.
That Jesus demonstrated, and now he gave us the key. So now, as the ecclesia, as the church, the called out ones, we are been mandated to do as he did.
Yeah. And so, just to reiterate, we've got this in the show notes, and it's on you can see it on the website with your message.
Yeah.
What are the 4 as you called them, the 4 locks on the stronghold.
The 4 strongholds, and we used the life of Uzziah, an
Yep.
Old Testament king. So the first one was idolatry.
Yep.
Some of which was generational.
Yep.
The second one, when you follow his life, his early life, he became, which was my life, a striver.
Yep.
And did what looked to be great things.
Yep.
But then when he became very successful, it was pride.
Yep.
He had an unhealed character defect, which showed up when things appeared to be going well, but
He tried to take over.
He tried to take over, take
Yeah.
the credit for it. And then the third one was where he became angry. His character defect showed up when he was swinging a censer, which was only the job of the priest.
Yeah.
And then he became ill.
Yep.
With leprosy. So we call that dis-ease.
Yep.
And it can be any illness, physical or mental. And then that resulted in him becoming isolated, and he wasn't able to attend temple or have relationships.
Yeah.
So
And
isolation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you put on the flip side, though, of pride, shame.
Shame. Yeah.
Which
Which
was a really good connection.
Yeah.
Actually, people around me, when you brought out that quote, were like, "Ooh, good quote."
Okay.
Yeah. When I was sitting in the service, I heard a few people bring that right out.
Yeah. We think of pride and humility being opposites, whereas pride and shame are 2 sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
And I relate to that because pride was something that I've dealt with, and it is a cover-up. It's a coping strategy for shame.
Yep.
Yeah. So thankfully, we have a key.
Yeah. And that's where you're going in September.
Yeah.
Is to the 4 keys.
The 4 keys. We're gonna dig deep into what it means to pick up the key and apply it.
Yeah.
Because it's not automatic.
No.
It's not magic.
Yeah, these aren't like, 4 keys and like, here's 4 things you can try and it'll all work out great.
They're not life hacks in the way that a lot of the wellness and movement is giving you a hack. They are biblically based.
Yep.
But sanctification is a process.
Yeah.
By sanctification, we mean becoming more like Christ.
Yeah.
After our atonement, after our redemption, being forgiven. Then it's the life to become like Jesus. The way John Mark Comer says it, we are with Jesus, we are become like Jesus, and then we do what Jesus does. And that's the journey of sanctification, which then we, by applying those keys, and what I tried to demonstrate was that many people get stuck because they may focus on 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
They may work at their physical well-being, their mental well-being, their resilience, but then they may forget their spiritual health.
Yeah.
Or they may be very fitness driven and forget their relational health.
Yep.
And so if you miss any one of them, then you're more likely to get stuck.
Yeah.
Either burn out or have a character defect like Uzziah show up. And it can be anywhere in your life. But typically, we don't know. Well, I guess we could do some math on how old Uzziah was when that happened based on those years. I didn't do the math, but he was well into adulthood, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
When that happened, and very, very successful. So I think when we don't, and I'm going to use Venn diagrams with a video to show that those 4, and of course they're the 4 circles on our book.
Yeah.
And when those overlap, so the goal really, Christian maturity, is the integration of all 4 of those. And as a Venn diagram, the more they overlap in the middle, with God at the center, that's integration, and that is health and maturity. So the more they overlap, almost till they become
one.
a unity.
Yeah.
Become one.
Yep.
and then that's our goal in sanctification and in our life journey. And I've developed, as you know, in one of the chapters in the book, kind of a life graph,
Yeah.
Which we'll also probably look at with the next message. But that's a model based on many authors, including John Eldridge, and it's, you grow first initially very rapidly. Many new believers grow very fast, and then it becomes a more gradual trend later in life. But it's the people who get stuck or fall off.
Yeah.
Which we're really, and I quoted some data from Bobby Clinton's work.
Yep.
And Barna's work. Unfortunately, in the body of Christ, many of us get stuck.
Yeah.
Or fall off the wagon.
And I think that some of the challenge with that too is there's a tendency, especially I see in men in ministry, they want one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's 4 locks on you,
yeah.
I mean, if there's one area that you're weak in, it's kind of like the workout thing. If you're always skipping leg day, you could be great up top, but then you don't have the stamina on the other things. And that's the wholeness of Christ, is it's not just one thing, it's everything. The rich young ruler, one thing you lack.
One thing
and if you still got one lock on there, you still can't get it open.
Yeah. And it's frustrating, and it doesn't have to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm so anxious to share.
Yeah.
Is that people get stuck, but we don't have to get stuck.
Yeah.
And there's resources. We have the body of Christ. We have so many resources now that we can't get unstuck alone. That's the other message.
Yeah.
It is
community.
It is community. It's never a solo journey.
Yep.
You can get so far doing your own work, but after a while, it's the accountability, somebody walking with you, hearing your story, allowing you to speak your story of shame.
Yep.
And as soon as you speak it, it becomes exposed. The secret's gone.
Yep.
And that's why it was so beautiful to have Janet share her story. I mean,
that was excellent.
That just, and as you know, there are people who really responded to that.
Yep.
And that does unlock that, even that piece. Sharing is taking a lock.
Yep.
So
no, it was really good, and good responses, and I love the fact that, you were calling people to the cross. That Jesus is the key.
Yeah. And
that's the thing, it's who we are in Him.
Absolutely.
That as that all comes out, and it is a process, and we're not done until, and that's that whole, which I didn't get to unpack the Sunday before, but there's so much in Hebrews that really lays out how much it is everything we need for life and to live a life that is honoring to God is found in Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He unlocks, he is the 4 keys.
Yeah.
And everything. That's so good.
Yeah. He took them back on the cross. So that's why that atonement piece is so critical in this piece.
Yeah.
And that's where N.T. Wright weds them together in that quote that I quoted from his book, where they need to be wed. This journey in the kingdom with the keys, with the cross and the atonement, they belong together.
Yeah.
Because Jesus, yes, he died so that we do get our ticket, but there's also a mission with the ticket.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have work to do. There are still many people who are searching.
Yeah.
And we hear of a lot of people are just coming back to church.
Yeah.
Just randomly, like out of the blue.
Yeah.
And that's exciting time.
Yep.
And the challenge for us is to be prepared to
disciple.
Yeah.
Point them to Jesus.
Point them
yeah.
to
No, so
point
good.
them to Jesus. Yeah.
And just for a fun note, one of the things I've liked with your messages, I like your speaking anyway, every time I see the keys, definitely makes me think of because the old keys you're using are my son Ethan, my youngest, has collected keys for a long time when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And so Hank's borrowing Ethan's keys. So
Yes.
whenever I see that, I'm reminded to pray and
here they are.
Yeah. And those
They're following me around.
Yeah.
Just to remind me that 4 keys.
Yep.
And those big ones hanging on the cross yesterday were yours as
yeah.
Ethan's as well.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep.
And wow.
Yep. It's wild.
It's wild.
And it's all, it's all that journey of seeing what God's going to do in someone's life, but how we keep coming back to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
So looking forward in September, when are you speaking?
September. I think it's the 3rd Sunday.
Yeah.
21st maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So please share if this sermon was good, if the podcast was good, share this with some others. And thank you all for checking out, and check out the links and the other information. We put a bunch in the podcast as well, just to share that. And you can also see more on the blog. Blessings. Take care. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.